Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be getting bigger, better, faster, stronger, hotter reactors. That's what we're going for. So I hope you guys are ready. Real quick, I just wanted to say, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. We are getting so close to that 400,000 subscriber mark, and I would love to hit it by the end of the year. Let's get on with today's video. So I hope all of you guys had a fantastic break. Of course, I had a fantastic break as well during the holidays. And well, it's time to get back on that grind, get back on the YouTube grind, getting you guys some awesome content put out. And to do that today, we're going to dive into some Astral Sorcery. Yes, it may seem a little weird to just jump into Astral Sorcery, but I want to upgrade my power system. Over here is our reactor. We are still running this bad boy off of water. I hate to say it, a single core and water. And yeah, I mean, it works. It works. We're producing about 700 RF per tick, and it's been pretty nice until recently when I started running out of power. By the way, all the chests are presents because, of course, it is the holiday season, and that, yeah, it's the day after Christmas I'm recording this. So anyways, all this stuff running at once really puts a strain on our power system. And I also want to start expanding our refined storage and getting more nodes placed elsewhere, so that way we can, of course, cover our entire base. Because right now I can't access my storage network from like over here or, you know, over there. So we definitely need a little bit more power to do that. So Astro Sorcery, from what I was looking at, the actual dev, the mod dev for big reactors, it gave me a little bit of a list that had some of the stuff on it. Of course, it's just a bunch of JSON files you had to go through. But I kind of was looking through, and it did seem like Liquid Starlight is probably going to be one of the better options. And Liquid Starlight is pretty easy to come by. And also, we don't need a lot of it, because when you place liquids, like you didn't have to do it the way I did it with the water. You can actually place the liquid and let it float down, and that will actually cover the whole thing. So really, we would only need enough sources to cover this whole area. I also want to upgrade this and make this a 7x7. And I want the reactor cores to be touching. So we're going to end up upgrading from one reactor core, or reactor control rod, to 5 reactor control rods. Because I'll have one here, 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 and here, and one in the middle. All touching. That's going to be one of the more efficient ways to do these reactors. And then around that is going to be Liquid Starlight. So that's my plan. But we need to get into Astral Sorcery first before we do this. So I did discover a little bit of marble. I do want to go ahead and also discovered something I was kind of looking out. I do need some waystones. So I'm gonna need a waystone so I can teleport. I also on the way I did encounter these trees from this mod. Ars Novu. This right here. I encountered these 2 saplings. These are crazy looking. Let's get let me see if I can pull these up with like bone meal. Maybe they'll grow with bone meal. I want to show you these 2 trees because they are really pretty looking. So here's this one, and here's this one. Does one sapling... Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Look at that. And this is the blue variant. I don't know if there's any other variants yet. I haven't seen them yet. But these are the variants here. And you get these like cool looking leaves that are different styled. Also, these have different like interlacing textures with that pattern on them. And the different colors, like this one has blue on it, and this one has the more pinkish, purplish color. Really, really cool. Also, something else you guys might like is the block is gray. The wood block is gray. And I don't know about you guys, but you can't go wrong with a gray block. Look at this. It's almost like it is definitely a gray color, but it's almost on the purplish hue of gray, I guess you could say. It's almost got like a purplish tint to it, but it is definitely gray. It's definitely a gray block. So pretty nice, and I did find that on the way. Now I have to make my way all the way back over here because that's where I ended up finding the Astral Sorcery tower. But I do need a couple of things before we get started with Astral Sorcery. So if we look at Astral Sorcery, I do need that tower. And I need it because I needed to make this. Now, it does show I can just make it in a crafting table. But I'm pretty sure you need a crafting table. Like, can we just craft it? Oh, man, that kind of defeats the purpose of those towers. Normally, or the way it used to be, is you would actually need to make this resonating wand from that tower. But it doesn't seem like that's the case anymore. Maybe we don't even need that tower. I don't know. By the way, this marble, you just need to, if you've been playing along with me, you do need to go load some new chunks, and you should see this, especially in hill biomes. It spawns pretty frequently. But I guess it's a good time. I guess with it being nighttime, it's going to be a great time to get started with this. So that tower I will eventually go to. But right now it doesn't seem like we need it because we can just craft the resonating wand. Okay, with the resonating wand crafted, we need to start looking for rock crystal ore because that's going to be the best way for us to start making liquid starlight and upgrade our reactor. And liquid starlight is going to also, we're also going to need to make a luminous crafting table. Here's where the starlight it happens, right? This crafting table, perfect. So we will need this. Let's also grab a crafting table. That way we can head to that location. Where is there they are. The light wells. So the light wells are going to require rock crystals. So while it's nighttime, let's go rock crystal hunting. Why not? And the best way, by the way, we probably should grab our mining gadgets because that's probably gonna be the fastest way to mine down. So what I'm looking for is like little glints of light. Now the problem is all these chunks here were loaded prior to Astral Sorcery being in this pack. So what you need to do is go out in those areas that have newly loaded chunks. And for me, that's going to be back out towards that tower. And the good part about that is it's actually fairly nice out there. It's just flatlands. So it's going to be pretty easy to spot. And you'll definitely see this once these new chunks get loaded in. So this is what I was talking about, by the way, as far as Astral Sorcery's temple, tower, depends on what you want to call it. I'm going to go ahead and break the corner here so we can pop down inside. And you can see we have a collector crystal. Right. The collector crystal is going to be very useful for us. Let's go ahead and place our waystone. And I'm just going to say Astral Sorcery Temple. Just like that. Activate it, and now we can go back and forth. You're also going to find some chests in here. That's going to have some stuff, constellations. I've already collected like constellation papers, but you're going to find them in places like this and also other places. But I need to hunt for some rock crystal before the night is over. Oh yeah, and right here is a place where we're going to find some rock crystal. Let's get to mining. Rock crystal should be coming up, and right there's the rock crystal. And I think it matters, like if you have fortune, like fortune does matter. So we ended up getting 2 off of what I think was just 1 rock crystal. Yep, I thought that might have been the case. You didn't see what I did here, but I opened up a hole so it had access to the sky. And if I remember correctly, it used to not be that way, but this is what you have to do when you actually need to do that that sort of lens. What is it called? Let me pull it up on here. The Starlight Transmutation. So the Starlight Transmutation, when you actually craft other things with this, I've never done it this way, and this might be new to this version, is yeah, to craft like the Starlight, like star metal, you would have to bust open the ceiling to gain access to that. And you can see this thing is glimmering way more now that we did that. You can see that it has now transformed. And also, I didn't realize this, but I guess it's a good way of showing us that it's a thing. These marble pillars can be waterlogged. How cool is that? They can actually be waterlogged. So now we have a luminous crafting table. By the way, if you haven't noticed already, the Ars Novu mod has gotten a pretty nice upgrade. As you can see, look at that mana bar. That mana bar is looking good. Honestly, all the stuff from this mod is starting to look really good. So some of the stuff that you've seen from me early on, that is all really changed at this point. By the way, I probably don't need to use a shovel for this because, yeah, the aquamarine, well, I guess it gives me 3 per, but I'm going to have to probably mine this out differently. So that way I actually get the aquamarine out of it. I mean, I guess processing it isn't going to be too long. I can process it. Normally it drops it like this, by the way. Drops it just straight aquamarine. So there we go. We're getting ourselves some aquamarine. It is still nighttime, which is very nice. So we can get our light wells up and running because, man, I want to get that power upgraded as well. So light wells, they do require specific, like different marble. They require specific marble. So we need rune marble, chiseled marble, and the rock crystal. So with Astral Sorcery, let's go ahead and grab that. Rune marble, and then we're also need chiseled marble, and last but not least, aquamarine, and some rock crystals. Now, these have different purities. Something seems to be here, but to understand it, we've not yet. So yeah, there's a new system inside this. So we actually don't know what these rock crystals are. I don't know if like the ones that are the same right here. do I really want to mess with those? Like, that might be something really nice. Like, two, like, perfectly spec'd out. Like, I don't know what those are. So I do want 4 light wells. Like, that is something that I definitely know I want. Let's go ahead and make those. So to go down here, let's get our wand from Astral Sorcery. Made this be so nice to be able to access this all through our base. Resonating wand. Perfect. We should be able to craft into this by saying light wells. Let's place those here. Perfect. And then use that. Oh, is it? Oh, it's not dark enough. Oh, we just ran out of time. You know what? That's probably the biggest thing that happens with Astral Sorcery for me. I was hoping there was a good way to change time. I'm gonna look. I don't think there's anything in here though that can help progress time any faster than it already goes. But I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look and see. So we are back at it. It is dark again. Now we can actually craft this because we have enough light stored up in here. And, ooh, I like the new sounds. Well, I haven't get to play with Astral in this this new version, so it's kind of nice to get to play around with this. The new sounds are very nice. The new particle effects are really cool too. Look at that. So I'm just wondering, like, what I don't know, the future of Minecraft mods. Like, you know, at some point, like, I just wonder what craziness is actually going to take place. Like, we've already seen crazy mods, like the Between Lands, that almost like remake Minecraft, right? It's almost like an entirely new experience in its own. It just blows my mind every time I play around with new mods and stuff. So we have our light wells. I tend to put them here just because it seems like a perfect place for them. They kind of fit like perfectly. And then what we can use is some of the aquamarine to go ahead and start building up some liquid starlight. So while we're building up liquid starlight, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to need for this. Because the thing is, right now we have power and it's powering all of our stuff. And so it's not going to be nice to lose our power because we'll actually lose our power stored here. So what I probably want to do is get some backup power. And we can do that with the flux networks here. We have a couple of different kinds of power storage that we can use. That's pretty simple to make. All we need is some flux blocks. I think we have enough flux cores and stuff to, I think we have enough material anyways, like ender pearls and stuff, to be able to make this. Yeah, I figured it was going to be a crafting rabbit hole, but it is kind of worth it. It will get us a little bit of backup power, which is definitely going to be necessary, especially since we're going to be working on our power system, and that's our main source of power right there, right? All right, so let's get that. We need 3 more. Bam, and then this. Okay, so this isn't crazy, but it is a million RF that is going to be stored up, and I can place it just really anywhere, so long as we connect it to our main network. Now that it's connected to our network, you can see the power is being stored in this. So power will go into this as a buffer and also will come out of this as well. Also gives us a nice little indication of how much power we're currently generating. And by the way, this isn't how much we're actually generating, I don't think, because this does have an internal buffer as well. And so the buffer is slowly draining. Once that buffer is drained, we'll probably start to see a more realistic number closer to that 700 or so RF per tick that we're currently generating. So keep that in mind. We're about to completely change this though. The only thing we're going to need, we need to make sure we have enough fuel rods. I think I'm going to leave it about this height. I think this is a pretty decent height, 3 tall in there. You could actually squish this down and go a bit smaller, but you will generate a bit more power, but you'll also consume more fuel at the same time. You know, you win some, you lose some, you know, but I'm not super worried about that. By the way, we can, we have new buttons, toggle reactor status. So now it's a toggle button. Ooh, is that a draggable button? No, it's a clickable button. Right? Oh no, you click on the side that you want to toggle. Ooh, I like the little buttons there. It'd be cool if it was like a draggable thing. I like that. It doesn't actually click when you click on here, but I guess that makes sense. Waste ejection, that's kind of cool. So yeah, we have some new updated stuff that's going on here. I like that. I like that. And I think the bug with the toggleable redstone, I think, is fixed as well. like I said, I talked a little bit with the dev, and yeah, this is definitely, no wonder this is completely full here. Yeah, I need to get all this moved over. We got some upgrading to do now that we're building Liquid Starlight, by the way, and that should generate as we go here. Look at that. We already almost have an entire setup going here with the Liquid Starlight. Yeah, with that going, let's go ahead and get this project started because man, this is about to get interesting. So at this point, I think I have enough set up here to go ahead and break this apart. If not, we might end up relying on emergency power here. So I need to break this open. I'm kind of worried about doing that because I don't want to lose power. I think this is going to be enough reactor casing. You know, I might just make just another set just to make sure, because I feel like I don't have enough. But I do have enough rods, I do believe, because we have 3 tall and I'm going to need 4 on each. So let's go ahead and break this. First of all, let's break the top here so we can clear out all of the water. That is the main thing. I placed water in here, and yeah, let's just say water isn't the best use. Like, it's literally, I think, the worst thing you can use inside of the reactor. But you know what? It worked when we had really limited resources, right? We didn't have a lot of iron when we built this. We built one of the smallest ones, and we've upgraded it over time. But this mod can really pump out some power, and we've barely even touched the surface of this mod. Simply because this, and of course, I should be using a radiation suit. I know it's just like, it's just a jokey thing, but no, seriously, like this mod, like technically this would be radioactive. Like IRL. So anyways, yeah, this mod can actually go as far as having turbines and converting like our power here into steam. Or having the heat basically generate steam for us and use that steam to power a turbine. It can get crazier and crazier as we go on with this. But so these things definitely need to be moved. That needs to be moved. The rods are fine up there. We need this to take up this entire space. That's where I was kind of worried about. I hope I have enough blocks, which I think I do. And I don't know if the building gadgets will build with this. I don't know if these blocks are considered tile entities or not. We can always try. Are these considered tile entities? I mean, it does look like it's going to work. Hey, it actually will work. So I should be able to hit G for our builder and do surface, and then expand this out. Hey, that actually works quite well. Look at that. We can of course take this a lot bigger than that. Take it to its max. Then we just build up. Looky there. We do need to remove these lights. That is something that I forgot. Yeah, it's going to be pretty much the same height. So it might look a little bit more squished now that we're building. It's not going to be a perfect square, which is perfectly fine. But that is the perfect height right there. And then our controller should go right there. We could probably put everything right here if we really wanted to. So like right here and right here, have our input and output on this. That should work. Our controller face can go there. I'm going to place that I'm going to place it right now. Might as well. Doesn't really matter. Perfect. That's all in. And then the reactor control rods. Remember I said I'm going to place them next to each other? That's because they do like to feed off of each other. So that will kind of help there. And then we'll place this in, 3 apiece. And then we just need to fill the rest of it with Liquid Starlight. So the only places we need to place Liquid Starlight though is up on the top bit, like right here, and place it around. So it's not going to be too hard to do because we can actually let it drop to the ground because we only need the top block because Liquid Starlight does flow, and it flows really fast, by the way. All right, so we're going to need several buckets. 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, and then so 4, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We need 20 buckets of Liquid Starlight to fill this thing and get it to work good. So transmitter out of range. Have we already run out? Oh my gosh, we've already run out of power. And I forgot a bucket. Okay, so without a bucket, did this still have power? It doesn't because of the honeycombs. Okay. Interesting. Now I've got to get iron. Well, I mean, I guess I'm going to process it myself. You know what? Instead of doing that, let's just go ahead and close this thing up. Because technically we don't need anything in here at first. The only thing we don't have is yellorium. I forgot to get yellorium, but there is a little bit in here. So we could probably turn this on to just get enough power to grab some of the ingots. The uranium ingots, sorry, not yellorium. We do need a hopper input, and we'll set this to output. Direction, input, toggle direction. Wait, what? Output. There we go. Output. So we have that. Let's get a chest. And I did find this out as well. This will accept directly from a chest. And you can see it should pull directly from a chest as well. So toggle output. We need it to be input. Manually eject waste. Will it auto pull from a chest? I thought it would. It doesn't seem to be. Direction input. Manual ejection. No, I don't want it to output fuel. Yeah, I guess maybe I do need a hopper on this one. Oh, they said that I didn't need that. Maybe I could be wrong. Okay, so let's go ahead and place a hopper and place the fuel in. That is going to fill back up with fuel. We're going to already see we're going to be generating a lot more power. But the case heating is going to be going up significantly. Let's go ahead and grab everything we need now, though. Like a bucket. That should work. Because, yeah, we're going to need some liquid starlight to be flowing here soon. And aquamarine. We're going to need a bit of that because I'm sure that by the time we get over there, let's grab a tank. I'm probably going to use just a basic... Can I empty this by putting it in my inventory? I cannot. I'm just going to make a basic tank, I guess. It's so cute. We've generated a little flare. Very similar to the flare that I have up here. Actually, it's exactly the same, except for this one is always following me. It all comes from this mod, Astral Sorcery. So, yeah, look at that little guy. We can kind of push this one around, though. This generates when you do Astral Sorcery stuff. So as you can see, I'm picking up stuff from this tank. I now have a good amount, I would say, to go ahead and probably start doing the reactor again. So I just need to pop off the top here. And, oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to show you guys the stats. Let me put this back together so I can show you guys the stats. Let's toggle this back on. And you can start to see the stats here. It was setting at about 800 or so degrees Celsius. And we were at 0.1 millibuckets. Now I want to bring down the millibuckets, definitely. And when we put the stuff in here, the liquid starlight, it's all going to decrease, and we're going to kind of see how much it decreases. So right now we're pretty balanced at 800, and of course that's just using air in between here, just it being this size and having air in between. So once we start messing with this and changing a little bit of the insides here, we're going to definitely start noticing some changes. And yeah, the numbers that I was looking at in the documents, all those JSONs, like I said, liquid starlight did look like it was one of the better things. So what we need to do is place it here, just like this, and we just let it flow, right? Just like that. And I need to go all the way around, placing it here, here, and here. One here, and then we should be running out. Yes, we have a bucket there. So yeah, we still have a little ways to go, and a bit more liquid starlight to be generated. I still don't know where those lightning strikes are coming from. It beats me. I think we're getting... Yeah, we should be able to pull a bit of this out of here. All right, so hopefully that's enough. I don't know. But I do want to get the rest of this filled up. After all of that in today's episode, man... I know, all of that craziness just to get a bigger reactor to pump out significantly more power, though. Like, I've got to admit, like, this is going to be significantly more power. So we were pushing out close to 4,000 RF per tick or so. Still, I want to look at this case heat. That's where things are going to be interesting. Our power is definitely going to be significantly higher. Wow, is this actually bringing the temperature higher? Wait, I guess it is. I thought it was going to take it lower. Is this worse? Wait a minute. No, 7,000 RF per tick. Maybe it's actually right there in the middle. Like, this is probably like the most efficient way. I'm seeing this is still the same. We're definitely generating significantly more heat, but we're also generating significantly more power. 7.5 thousand. I'm pretty sure earlier we were doing 4. So yeah, we're definitely doing a lot better. We were pushing 5.3 earlier, 1,000 RF per tick. At the same, actually it's a little bit less now. Not by much, but it is a little bit less of the millibucket use. And so I think right now we're setting at a really efficient rate. Not gonna lie, this is pretty efficient, and we're generating significantly more power just by putting liquid starlight in here. I was actually thinking the temperature was going to go down for some reason, and the more I think about it, I'm like, oh wait, no. Reactions are better, more efficient at higher temperatures, but they do have to be regulated, right, at a certain temperature. So yeah, this is like perfect right here. Wow. But I'm sure it could get better. I don't know if liquid starlight is the best thing in the world to use. I'm sure like all the modium is probably considered one of the best things to use, or the vibranium or unobtainium, or the mixture of those two. I did see those listed in the big reactor specs that can be used. You could use solid, all the modium in here. So that is something you can use. I don't know if the molten works, but I know solid blocks definitely do work. So this is pretty nice. So guys, wow, I'm actually kind of surprised at how much we're generating. This little bitty space right here is generating 7.5 thousand RF per tick. That is mind-boggling. So of course, as always, I want to give a huge shout out to one of today's sponsors, and that is going to go to Sir Doge. Yes, that is exactly who it's going to. Thank you so much for your patronage. And by the way, if you guys are interested in becoming a Patreon yourself and getting your own signed smack dab in one of my episodes, be sure to check out the Patreon listed down below. While you're there, be sure to check out some of my other links. I do have links like to my Twitch and other things like that if you're so interested. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Of course, if you did, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video, guys, a huge thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Of course, I'll see you guys in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.